Happy Wednesday, everybody. So I'm back. I'm here to hopefully add a little value and teach you guys some stuff. So anyways, like the biggest craze right now is like, take your probiotics. Yogurt has probiotics in there. There's like little shots of things that you take, and it's like, okay, that's great, but why are we doing that? So today I'm going to talk about our Digestion Plus. So anyway, so why do we need probiotics? So basically, like bacteria lines mostly in our gut, but actually throughout our body. Studies are actually now showing that there are more bacteria than there are cells in our body, which is like super crazy to think about. Maybe don't think about it, but that's why it's so important. So what do these bacteria do? So basically these bacteria help break down and absorb our food, so that helps with the aids in digestion. It produces vitamins for us, and then it plays a huge role in our immune system. So 80% of our immune system actually lives in our GI tract. And so basically, if you have immune issues, I would highly recommend you doing a 30-day challenge, because that's primarily what we address, is resetting our gut. And essentially, it takes like 45 days for cellular renewal. So it's like, hooray. So what is in our Digestion Plus? So you're going to hear something called, I say FLS because fructooligosaccharides is a mouthful, and most people don't say like, hey, are there fructooligosaccharides in there? But FLS is basically a food for our good bacteria and help them eat and grow. So that's all that is. So that's in our Digestion Plus. And then we have something called ACE ingredients. Essentially, like whenever you look at ingredients on the back of the box, you'll see a lot of different terms, and they'll have ACE on the end of it. And that essentially means some sort of enzyme. And the job of an enzyme is to actually break things down so that we can absorb them, and then it aids in digestion. We have peppermint. Peppermint is our GI tract has an affinity for peppermint, and because it's extremely soothing, so if you have any kind of like GI issues, peppermint is amazing. Chamomile has a lot of the same properties as well. The GI tract loves it, and also the nervous system, so it has a soothing effect for the GI and nervous system. Our strain is specific. It's Bacillus coagulans, and this is the type of probiotic in our product. So I want to be clear that there's so many different strains out there. Just like if you were to think if there was like a city, there's construction workers and nurses and doctors and waitresses, and like there's a lot of different jobs that make up that city, and not one is valued over the other. They just have different jobs. So, but the reason why Arbonne went with Bacillus coagulans is because Bacillus coagulans stays dormant until it hits the intestines. And let me tell you why that's important. Because as you take the probiotic, it has to go through the body and then fight the vicious stomach acid. So there's a lot of other strains such as acidophilus and then lactobacillus, which actually are diluted, and you're not getting the full amount of bacteria because the stomach acid like kills it. So that's why we went with that one. And then another thing, like Nurse Jamie always likes to bring this up, but anyways, did you know that we lose, I think it's around like 60 to 70% of bacteria through our stool. So that's why it's so important that people are always saying, take your probiotic daily, because it's this vicious cycle of, you take in new food for the bacteria, grows, and then it moves through. So even what I want to say to my 30-day challengers, it's like, you did a 30-day program, awesome, but just still take your probiotic. A few of my physician friends, I like to ask them, questions as far as like, is there the perfect time of day? Because I know that in our 30-day program, we're like, hey, take it the first when you wake up. Ultimately, doctors just want you taking it at some point. right? So as long as you get your daily probiotic, you're good. So, and for that reason, I hope that you found some of this information helpful, and I will see you tomorrow. And I haven't picked which other product from our 30-day kit. Oh, just real quick. So this is the box. There's 30 servings in every box, and so it comes in our 30-day kit. Well, anyways, I hope you found some value, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Can't play.